Yo, y'all already know what time it is, man. Free game all day, man. Back at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Got more content, man. Like and subscribe my channel. I'm a little under the weather, man. My throat a little scratchy, man. You know what I'm saying? I just been trying to go through it. Had a little rough weekend, so trying to make the best out of it. But it ain't gonna stop me from giving out this content to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop hitting the like button. Don't stop subscribing. Don't stop commenting. Like, I'm gonna interact with you. I'm gonna talk to you. But anyway, let's get to the point why I'm making this video. So I understand that everybody has their own way of healing. From dealing with a narcissist, being in a disappointing situation, we all have to take our time to be able to, digest what we actually have went through. And sometimes this will take a while. This is something that's not going to happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's not going to be able to swallow and, get over it like a weekend. One weekend of going out is not going to make this any better. I don't care how people try to portray like they're so tough. Like, all they're doing is compressing the situation and the feelings and what they went through to the back of their head. And it's like, that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's all they really does. I've done it before in situations where the pain could be so unbearable, and I had to push it in the back of my head in order for me to keep pushing. But what happened is sometimes people will try to remind you of that hurt and want you to relive that hurt and want to see you hurting. So you have to, remove that from them. You got to understand, when you're around a person that wants to see you in pain, you have to remove yourself because they're hindering you from actual healing. So my whole thing is that one thing about a situation like dealing with a narc, you have to understand that person was never in your corner. Nobody will never be in your corner if they willing to inflict, just try to welcome you to any kind of pain. Real friends, a person that loves you, do not want to see you in pain. That is not a part of a person who's for you nature. You know what I'm saying? Not only that they're not for you, they was never with you. They always consider or always put you in a third party situation. A narc will never be your best friend, and they will never ever try to be honest, truthful, and straight up with you. That's just not what they do. They don't. You're just another stepping stone in their life. If you're actually good supply. If you're good supply, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you will never be that person for them. Nah. Like, you have to be grade A1, fulfilling all of their needs and giving them every bit of supply, period, in order for them to be a tidbit loyal to you, because they love their freedom. Narcissists love their freedom. Freedom and narcissists are best friends. The idea of them being tied down, the idea of them actually like just commitment fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? It bothers them. They don't like that. That's not what they want. They don't want that. They want to have it all, and they want their cake and eat it too, with the pie, with the ice cream cake, and slab of ribs on top of that. They want it all. Like that's what they do. They want it all. They don't care about being commitment. They don't want the responsibility of being with you or being responsible for your feelings. Like one of my previous videos, narcissists are very unintelligent, emotional. They're not. They can't grasp the fact of them doing that because they want to do what they want to do. They always want to be appealing to their next victim, to somebody who's still trying to, believe in them so they can fool them and they can get whatever they can get out of them. That's what they do. So you have to understand that this was a person that was never meant to be in your corner. So I think that you have to, once you grasp that, and so it's kind of like this. You sit down and you think to yourself, let me just go through this cycle real quick for you guys. Let's just say with me having the knowledge that I know, I've went through every step because I'm a very analytical person. So I went through every step that this person put me through. I thought about the times that they did this. I thought about when they did that. I thought about when they, responded to this or they said this or that. Then I take that and then I identify with narcissistic behavior. So I look up the things that they done. I look up the things that a narcissist will do. And I compare them. And I think about the personal experiences that I went through. And if it lines up, then more than likely, that's what it is. So by me understanding that this is what the situation is, it will allow me to heal a little bit better than it would be if I was just completely lost. So we all have our timetable of healing. As long as you're trying to heal, that's what's important. It might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen a month, 3 months, 5 months, a year, which is too long, but a year is about good enough. Anything over a year, I think that you're wasting a lot of time on this person. But you have to be able to understand what actually happened. And you have to understand that this narc was never for you. They might be in a relationship right now. And sometimes, and some of these people, you probably wasn't dealing with a narc. You might just been dealing with an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But they might not even been a narc. But even if they appear to be with somebody else, they still have a single mind frame. They still think they're single. They still think that they're only dealing with that person because they know what type of supply they're getting from that person. And they know at that time right now, they can't get that from nobody else. So that's what that is. You have to understand that these people are out for themselves. You should be ecstatic that you are broken away from that person because all they was doing is draining from you, draining energy from you. That's all they was doing, draining energy from you. And you cannot prosper. You cannot be on your purpose. You cannot be the person that you're destined to be because of this person. God gave us all a gift. It's up to us to know what he's given us and to put it to good use. Nobody else is not going to do it but you. And if you have a gift that you can thrive on, that you're meant to do, a narc is not going to be supportive of that gift. They're not going to do it. They want to be supportive. They want you to be supportive of whatever benefits them. That's what they want. You got to remember, these people love freedom. They never was meant to ever be in a relationship with you. Never. So you have to X that out and you have to understand and comprehend, like, okay, I can quit believing in this. You know what I'm saying? I can quit dealing with this. I can quit struggling with this because this person was never the person for me. You know what I mean? It's that simple. They love freedom. They're never going to commit to you. You was in a third party situation from day one. Day one. The first day that you was with this person, that you decided to commit to this person, you was in a third party situation off the top. They never dropped. They never stopped communicating with the people who they was dealing with in the past, and they never stopped meeting people in the future. They never quit. They never stopped. It never stops with them. They just slick with it. You know, that's just the the cold hard truth about this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, like, if you're in a healing stage, if you're trying to heal, if you're attempting to heal, if you're watching this video and you send back, you think to myself, you saying, self, I'm tired of this shit. I'm trying to heal. Understand that that person was never for you. That person plans was not included with you. You was not involved in the future. That's it. So, as long as you understand that, you should be on the right path of healing. Don't waste your time, what I'm saying, dwelling and being upset about this person. I've heard so many just horror stories of these narcs letting people down and putting people through changes, and people sacrificing and giving up their livelihood and willing to risk a lot, to try to satisfy these people and come as one. And all these people do is let folks down and reject them. Nah. Mm-mm. You are better than that. You are worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot to give overall to somebody who truly, really respects you and truly, really wants you. I'm going to say this. I'm gonna leave this off here. I want y'all to remember this. Remember I said this. We're talking about one individual outside of billions of people in the United States. That's not even counting the world. We're just talking about the United States, period. That's one individual. Are you going to let one individual tear you down like that? You're going to allow one individual to actually stop you from living the life that you're supposed to live? Post them? Or if the ones who's with them, you're going to let them terrorize your life now? Please, if you're dealing with one, get out of that. Leave that person. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? There's no good ending to that. Whoever watching it, this is possibly be a sign from God letting you know, like, hey, look, I done told you once, I done showed you the sign once. God always give us signs when we're in these situations. We just choose to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? One person, don't let one person tear your life apart. One, just one. That's all that person is one person. You have billions of people who you can meet, you can date, and it's okay to date multiple people if you're actually single. So you don't have to commit yourself to one person if you're single. Go out, enjoy yourself, date. You know what I'm saying? Don't put that type of pressure on yourself. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not just to survive. You have to enjoy life. You have to be able to enjoy the ins and outs and everything that it has to offer. Live and let live. You know what I mean? Look, that's my free game for the day, man. Y'all be easy.